right, ladies and gentlemen, automotive and beer enthusiasts from all around planet Earth and those who are aficionados of German-styled spirits, you've done it once again, because this is the Stubborn German / V8 Radio podcast. I'm Kevin Oste, coming to you from the glorious, delightful confines of the Stubborn German Brewing Company here in beautiful Waterloo, Illinois. Also, the temporary studio location of the V8 Radio podcast. Joined by the esteemed proprietor of the Stubborn German, Mr. Chris Ron.
That's a mouthful. How's it going, Kevin?
That's all on the table now.
Yeah, it's all out there.
Our esteemed producer, dueling both shows right now, Mr. Jared Chasson.
Do I get double pay for this one?
Yes,
I
you
think
do.
so. What's double of zero?
Yeah, right.
Cheap at twice the price, free and worth it.
2 free beers.
2 free beers, yes.
And our VA Radio esteemed co-host, Mr. Mike Q-Ball Clarke.
Oh, I'm just happy to be here.
What's up, Q?
All
Hey,
right.
what's up, Chris?
Well, my job's done. See you guys.
Have a nice day.
Good job.
So hopefully you can follow along the bouncing ball. We're combining 2 shows into one once again.
Yeah.
Chris, many years ago, and Jared had invited me to be part of the Stubborn German podcast. Of course, Q-Ball and I do the V8 Radio podcast. So we just decided to cross the streams.
Yeah, cross stream. Don't cross stream.
And that has meaning.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Crossing the streams this time.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
now, as we continue to intertwine both episodes, longtime listeners know the Stubborn German podcast always starts with a fun, unwinnable game
Yes.
called the German Word of the Day.
Yeah, that's correct.
You got one?
I do.
Oh, no.
Haven't you won that game once?
I won it twice.
yeah.
Twice.
Right.
Yeah,
There it
2.5
is.
times,
Two and
I
a-
think.
two and a half.
You had half credit on one.
Nice.
The German word of the day is Scheibenwischer.
Scheibenwischer?
Scheibenwischer.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a short one.
Well, Mike, we like to be polite on this podcast and let our guests go first.
Here's
it
where you'll
is.
notice a little crossover.
Yeah, exactly.
You wonder where I
Yeah.
got that.
Yeah, for sure.
Scheibenwischer.
Scheibenwischer.
That's
Oh,
it. Nailed it.
yeah. Well, you see, that is the German word
Yes.
for lunchbox.
Lunchbox.
A Scheibenwischer.
I like the confidence. Okay.
Well, you lived in Germany,
I spent a glorious 24 hours in Germany.
but you were alive.
I was alive,
Yeah,
yes.
So you lived in Germany.
Yeah, I lived
So
in
watch
Germany.
out.
Yes.
All right.
All right.
Okay.
Jared?
I'm going to say white wall, as in white wall tires.
Oh.
Scheibenwischer.
I think we're going automotive theme, do you? All right.
Scheibenwischer.
Oh, yeah, I should have thought of that.
Lunchbox, white wall, and Kevin says it means
Skywalker.
Skywalker. Okay.
And Chris says it means what?
He doesn't.
I'll tell you at the end of the episode.
For some reason, he doesn't have
He
to.
doesn't
have to play.
participate.
Yeah. So, along
Yeah.
those lines, on the V8 Radio podcast, for those who listen to that, you know that we start every episode with an automotive trivia question, right?
Oh, you do.
Oh, my.
Yeah. He says because he's never listened.
No. Never once.
And these, very much like the German word of the day, get tossed out in the beginning, and we wait till the end of the show to reveal the riveting answers as a way to bribe our listeners to not hit the fast forward button. And,
I wonder where I got that idea.
how about that? Yeah. All the worlds collide.
That's right.
Yes. So, Chris, have you prepared an automotive trivia question?
In fact, I have, Kevin. Short and sweet. How old do you need to be in Germany to drive a car by yourself?
Nice.
Nice.
Q-Ball?
Cute.
Okay, in Germany, to drive a car by yourself, you have to be 15 years old.
15. Okay.
Well,
Jared?
I'm going to say, because I'm inclined to say, the Europeans are progressive. Of course, they're going to let you drive a little younger, but they got the Autobahn over there. Maybe they take it a little more serious.
On the Autobahn.
Maybe 17 is the driving age.
17.
I don't know.
Okay. All right.
I think the key word here is by yourself.
Right.
Yeah.
So I'm actually going to say it is 21.
21. Wow. Because I think you can drink beer if you're like
born.
15, yeah, 14,
right.
13. I mean,
If you're
yeah.
breathing.
If you're,
You have a pulse. Yeah.
When you lived in Germany, you could drink beer.
Oh, yeah, for sure. And I did.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Okay.
all right,
Very
15, 17, and 21.
Okay, you're
Great guesses.
All
All
right.
right.
You're a statistician over there?
Yeah.
Good.
Well, no, for this part.
Yeah, that's fine.
You want me to keep track of you too?
Yeah, I'm not going to remember what anybody says to mine. So. All right, Jared, you got an automotive?
I do, because Chris gave me so much notice that this was the theme of the podcast.
I did.
Of course, I prepared well.
I texted you at lunch today.
He did. You just got to read those texts.
Yeah,
sometimes.
right. Yeah. Some of us don't have our phones on us that one. Anyway, yeah. So, as we all know,
Of course.
or if you just Googled it before this podcast, the Mercury 7 astronauts were all given the offer to lease a Chevrolet Corvette in 1962, I think. 61, 62. One of the Mercury 7 did not take them up on the offer to lease a Corvette,
Look at this guy.
and instead leased what?
Oh, my God.
Man.
Who and what?
Nobody said that this was serious.
What year again?
62.
Who and what did he lease instead of a Corvette?
I'm going to say, can I go first?
I was afraid this might be a layup for you.
It's not.
Okay. You can go first.
If I win,
Yeah.
it is.
All right.
Yeah, right.
I'm going to say it was John Glenn, and I'm going to say he leased a Chevrolet Impala instead of the Corvette.
Are you writing these down, or am I?
I'm not. You want me to?
Yeah, you are.
Do you have the ability to do that quickly?
Kevin Impala. Did you say the year?
62.
62. Oh, and John Glenn.
John Glenn.
You did
Got
say
it.
that.
The esteemed senator from Ohio.
Of course.
Yep.
How about that?
That's what he's known for.
All right.
That's
Sure.
it.
For sure. That is. That's his claim to fame.
And not the two first names. That I
No,
gotta say.
no, exactly. All right, I'll take a stab at this.
Okay.
I'm going to say the Mercury astronaut that did not lease the Corvette was Wally Schirra,
Wally.
and he leased instead an Oldsmobile F-85.
Dang. These are well
Would have
thought
been
out.
first year. For
Yeah, with the
Olds,
turbo.
85.
Yeah.
Building trivia questions into trivia questions again.
Yeah, pretty much.
2 in a row there. All right.
So,
Your turn.
Your turn.
yeah. I don't really enjoy being put on the spot.
Oh,
See
how
how it
about that
feels?
German
Oh my
word of
gosh.
the day?
Asking me questions that I just have to come up.
seasons of this.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well.
It's kind
You're
of
on
uncomfortable,
season 5
actually.
now, yeah.
What if I sound like an idiot?
What if? What could
Don't
happen?
worry, Chris.
Oh, good. Well, since I haven't the foggiest idea of any astronaut's name from 1962, I'm only playing for half credit. I know. I'm sorry. I should do better. I'm just gonna say it was a Ford Galaxy, a 62.
I know where one of those is parked. In my garage.
Yeah,
How about that?
you know, you just
Spacey,
got
yeah.
back from outer space.
Right.
Maybe,
Makes perfect
you're
sense.
like, I don't want that Corvette.
Yeah,
I want
I
a
know.
Galaxy.
I want a Galaxy.
Love it.
That tracks.
You,
Right.
you want to help me out with a name? Just give me any astronaut's name.
Scott Carpenter.
Thank you, Scott Carpenter.
Okay.
All right, who's next?
That's all of us on that one, right? Mm-hmm.
Yes.
All
Yep.
right. All
All
right.
right.
Q, you got a question?
I do have a question. All right, fellas. This is a question with a bonus.
Oh, love those.
What model year of the Pontiac Fiero had the highest sales figures?
Okay.
And what was that sales figure?
That's the bonus?
That's the
Man.
bonus.
Yeah.
What was the sales figure?
What
Like
year?
how many cars?
Yeah.
Yeah, you go
Yes.
first.
Yeah, you go
'Cause
first.
You had one.
I did.
We've got one in the shop right now.
I saw.
Yeah,
I saw
88
that
GT.
on Bill's write-up.
Oh, yeah.
I was
Bill
like,
gutted
I
that
zoomed
thing.
in. I was like, that's
Yeah.
a Fiero
It
engine.
is. 10,000 mile car. It's like
Wow.
brand new.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Holy cow.
Yeah.
What was the last year for the Fiero? Was it 88?
I don't know.
Yeah, I have no idea, man. We don't ask you about the
I'm gonna go
the German word of the day.
thesaurus.
Yeah.
It's
What
just
was
terrible.
the origin of the word?
It was the 1987 Fiero was the highest selling,
Are
and
you reading this right off Google?
no,
I feel like he's staring
I know.
right at
Yeah.
his screen. Like,
Well, I
wait a
have to
minute.
type something.
Okay,
Here.
87.
How many were sold
Yeah.
for the bonus?
Within 10,000.
Within
How about that?
10,000,
Yeah,
okay.
I'll be cool like that.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
I'm going to say they sold 350,000 Fieros. That's a lot. Maybe
That's a
that's
lot.
too many.
That's accurate to within
Feels
10,000.
like a lot.
Yeah, it could be correct.
I'm just going to roll with that.
All right. Mr.
I'll
Jared?
go next. Yeah. Well, Kevin inadvertently stole my answer. 88 GT is what I was going to say.
I didn't get that. Was
You
not my
have it in
guess.
top.
I was just commenting.
But
We
that
have
also
one.
might be the last year, which a lot of times is not the best-selling year of a vehicle. So I'm going to pivot and say 86, but I'm going to go far less, 88,000 sales. 88,000.
Okay. All right.
86, 1986.
I think that's a pretty solid answer.
Okay.
I think I messed that up.
350 seems
What was the
like
number
a lot.
again?
88,000.
88,000.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh, are you keeping track?
No, you are.
I'm keeping track of my question.
Okay, good.
That's very
All
responsible
right.
of you.
Yes, it is.
Then I'm out.
All right.
Okay, I'm going to say. So the Fiero arrived on the scene in late '83 as an '84 model. I believe it was the first
Perhaps.
year. First year, sometimes if it's a Mustang, did very, very well, but I think it's an 85 is my guess. 86 would have been my
Yeah,
second.
okay.
It was probably the 2M4 four-cylinder, and just I'm right there with you, Jared, but I'm going to say it was 97,000.
Okay.
I don't know that they were across 100. I could be wrong.
All
Well,
right.
there was a lot of money. 125,000. Changed that.
125,000.
86,
Oh, look at this guy.
85, 125,000.
Kevin not trusting his gut.
All right. All
I
right.
don't do that. Yeah.
Final answer, gentlemen?
I believe so.
Yeah.
Yes. Then
Duly noted.
that's why I'm
Did you get the
here.
shirt yet?
No.
You get the shirt now, by the
Well,
way.
I'm still waiting for my shirt.
You bought one and didn't
Yeah.
get it yet?
Not yet.
All right, we'll have to get on that. You can now buy duly noted shirts.
Nice.
Yeah. And stubborn German shirts, but not podcast. You got to get a stubborn German
Yeah,
podcast
we need
shirt.
to have that done
Yeah, yeah.
for sure.
And that you just say you lose. On the
Maybe the front says, "What's the German word for?"
Yeah.
you lose. Underneath it could say Bratwurst.
Yes, of course.
Oh, man. Okay, so my question, and I'll put this out to the table of how we want to do this, right? You can either guess on the name of the thing or what the thing is. I could reverse this either way. Do you
Okay.
want to do you want to try to guess what the name is or what it is? I could give you the name and you could say that's a blank.
So you're gonna either say like, "What is a thingamabob?" and we're gonna have to. Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Or I'll say what was
What is a
the
thingamabob?
first thing in the bob.
Yeah.
And you give me
Almost
the name.
Say what is the thingamabob, right?
So I'll give you the name and you can guess what it is. So it's
Okay.
kind of like
I
the
like that.
car word of the day almost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like
Okay.
that better.
Let's do that.
All right. Well, okay, in that case, what is a cervicator?
Can we go the other way
This
first?
is not a medical show, sir.
Cervicator.
Oh God. Is that a C or an S?
It is an S.
Thank you. Good. Cervic-
And a bonus, because we like bonuses, give me a year and a brand associated with a cervicator.
Okay.
So what do you got? Still trying to spell cervicator.
I am. So a cervicator is it's a very early rendition of a service indicator light, warning light.
Wow.
And it was first put on. You're not doing Honda Civic trivia.
Could be.
But I'm going to say an 85 Honda Civic.
He's not above Honda Civic trivia. Let me tell you that right now. He's not above it.
Good to know. 85 Civic. That's my final answer.
All right, write that down.
Got it.
A service indicator light for an 85 Civic. Right?
Yeah.
We had an 80. We had a Civic trivia question, right? Or was it a Prelude? The first GPS
Oh, yeah.
navigation
that's right.
thing.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh,
All right.
yeah.
Jared, what do you
Yeah.
got?
I'm going to go along the lines of what Chris said, but I'm going to be more specific. It was the first voice-emulated speech service indicator. Service vehicle soon.
Ooh.
And it was on a 79 Toyota Celica.
Nice.
Celica.
Cervicator sounds technical. We're giving the technological advantage to the Japanese in both these.
Well,
Makes sense, the time period?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
All right, Q, what do you got?
Cervicator
Yes.
was the first four-way flasher
Oh.
that indicated you need service, and the cater part was indicator. So your four-way flasher is saying that you're broken down, you need service,
Oh, okay.
and this is
I
my
see.
indicator
All
for
right.
Push
it.
this to service
Push
me.
this to service me, to let people know I need service.
Okay.
I'm stuck.
Yes,
First
exactly.
one of those.
And the car it first came on
Yeah, four-way flash.
was I'll say, 1960 Chrysler 300.
Ooh, nice car. All right. That's your final answer?
Final answer.
All right, well, we will find out the answers to these riveting trivia questions and the German words of the day at the end of the show.
Yeah. Can I say the two words? Duly noted.
Nice.
My man.
Yeah,
My man.
I did it since I wrote them down.
Wait a minute.
What?
He wrote down our answer.
I
wrote down
know
your
he
answer.
did.
Oh, you have a thought?
I want to change the answer.
Uh-oh. He just realized.
I just realized. You just realized it too, didn't you?
I don't know. What am I realizing?
I did. The German word of the day is duly noted. All right, friends, you heard me say that.
Yep.
So
I will
officially
put
changed his
Skywalker
answer.
/ duly
If
noted.
it is that, you've just achieved legendary status, sir.
it's not going to be right.
I wish I was that smart to think ahead that way.
Don't play coy with us, Ron. Don't play coy with us.
All right. Well, thanks for sitting through all that.
Yeah, really.
And now on with the
Still
show.
here?
Yeah, we are anyway. The audience participation portion of our program. But here we are, the Stubborn German Brewing Company. It's a great place. We like to hang out and relax. For those who listen to V8 Radio, you should jump on over on the Spotify and tune into the Stubborn German podcast because we talk about not just craft beer of a German authentic style. It's also sometimes about bourbon, but a lot of times about community events in the little town of Waterloo, Illinois, and stuff going on.
Yeah.
And those worlds collide coming up pretty soon also between cars and the community of Waterloo, Illinois, because we've got some pretty cool events coming up.
We do, yeah.
Double whammy weekend.
Double whammy, crazy big weekend.
Yeah,
June 6th and 7th.
What happens on Double Whammy Weekend?
Well, that's a great
Let's
Because I am
tell you.
unfamiliar.
Yeah,
The 6th.
not for long.
Well, the 6th is my event, mine and Quinn's, and it's the Waterloo Optimist Club's Beer BQ. So Beer BQ is walk down Main Street, you buy your ticket, walk down Main Street, and you get to drink craft homebrew from homebrewers that meet at in our basement of the brewery here.
It's a club.
It's a club.
Okay.
Yep. And then barbecue also made by different. It could be a restaurant, could be the Optimist Club itself.
Competitive barbecue teams.
Couple. Yep. But
you way undersold that event right there, by the way. Beer BQ is, I like to call it Magic Day.
Yes.
yeah, it is Magic Day. It's fun.
They block off the street.
Yes.
They have a guided gateway entrance. You come through, you get your wristband, you get your glass, and your judging sheet, so you
Yes.
can weigh
Yeah,
in
you're
and
the
judge.
judge.
Everybody gets to judge.
Everybody's
Yep.
a judge. In years past, who knows how many we're going to have this year, but you've had up to like 90 brewers.
Yeah, something like that. Yep.
So you're walking around
Dang.
all
Yeah.
of Main Street.
Yeah.
That is a magic day.
Yeah.
It is a Magic Day.
And
yeah.
a dozen or more barbecuers. I mean, just
Yep.
Wow.
And they are also being judged.
Yep.
And so as you are sampling these different kinds of beers, you just go from stand to stand to stand.
Yeah.
And they're all homebrew enthusiasts, so they love sharing their beer and telling you about it, and you get to learn how they made it and the whole thing. And at the end of the day, when the winner is chosen, the winner gets their beer brewed here at the Stubborn German Brewing Company.
That's right.
It'll be on the tap.
We scale up that recipe and make a full batch here, and it's on tap. Yeah.
And the winner of the so meanwhile, you get a little peckish. You can go to the barbecue side, and you can try some brisket or chicken or whatever's on whatever they're cooking, right? Mm-hmm. And then they submit some samples for the judging process.
Well, so actually, now that's also judged. That's People's Choice also. So
that's all People's Choice.
Barbecue and beer is all People's Choice.
So
nice.
Being that I live in the Chicagoland area, this double whammy sounds like a fun taste of Chicago.
Yes.
Oh, sure.
What it should be.
Yeah. But it's limited to beer and barbecue, and not like
that's all it needs to be.
Exactly. all our weird stuff.
It's
all
magic.
It should be.
Yeah. So that's the first part of the wham.
Mm-hmm.
The double whammy is the next day is the Waterloo Optimist Car Show,
which is Kevin's event.
Which I am the chair of the Optimist Club. Does all the work. But that happens in the exact same place. So right here in the town square of Waterloo.
Okay.
Hopefully the barbecue and beer guys might be strewn about by the time the cars start showing up. I don't know.
Maybe.
If it was a good event.
Be waking up on the curb.
For sure. Yeah.
It could be an interesting morning.
Yes. But the Waterloo Optimist Car Show is an event that is designed to raise money for the automotive scholarship that we present. It's actually kind of a vocational scholarship we present to students and encourage those to go into the trade and get out and have a nice day in the town square. So it's pretty cool. So, this is kind of fitting, this crossover podcast.
Yeah.
Kind of those both worlds summed up in a live form.
That's right.
And you can find all that stuff on Facebook, but come on down.
Yeah,
I think the car show is pretty accessible as far as, like, if you want to enter your car, it's not like you got to know somebody and have this special fancy done-up car. Like you could
show up that day, right?
Yeah, you can show up that day, and it's a $20 entry fee to enter to be judged. And what we try to do is a lot of the judging is actually done. We're going to have a couple different teams, but on each judging team will be at least 2 students that are part of the Waterloo High School Auto Club.
Mm-hmm. That's cool.
So we spend some time ahead of time to train the students on how to judge car show. And now, granted, this is not like a Bloomington Gold Spinner Corvette, top shelf event, but it's fun because we train the students how to greet the participant, and the etiquette of, you're not supposed to touch the car. You ask them to open the hood and ask the owner to open the door, and then we typically do this in a 4-person team, and one person is in charge of, like, judging the under hood and appearance, and somebody else has the paint, and somebody else has the interior, and somebody else might have the wheel and tire and kind of overall appearance.
Yeah.
And then those all get tallied up. But what we've learned is it helps the auto club students with some social skills, interaction, introducing themselves, talking to people and learning about the car, being very respectful. And it's hugely beneficial. They do a great job at it.
That's a great idea.
Yeah,
That's
cool.
It's really cool you do that.
Well, it's it's a lot of fun, and it's always an excuse to start the day off with one of those awesome, stubborn German Bloody Marys.
Yeah.
Have we ever talked about that on the show?
I don't know.
I don't think we have. And I don't know
which show.
Either of them.
Yeah, either of them. I don't know.
Is that a standard one that you prepare, or do you make the special ones for the...
That's the standard Bloody Mary. Yeah.
You've ever had one of these, Jared?
I have.
I don't know how to make it any other way.
I have not.
You got to explain to Q-Ball what's in the Bloody Mary.
Well, it's
a bourbon Bloody Mary.
It's a bourbon Bloody Mary.
Oh, my.
We use
Bacon
Yellowstone Select bourbon, and then there's a stick of candied bacon in there.
Ooh.
And it's a bacon salt rimmed cup, basically.
Oh my gosh.
And what else is in there?
You had me at bacon.
There's like a smoky
skewer
or
there's a skewer with a pickle, a green bean, a blue cheese stuffed olive.
Fried egg? Got a fried egg on there?
No
fried egg, but isn't there sometimes also a sausage link in there?
Oh, my gosh.
Sausage stick, yep.
Breakfast in the glass.
It's
love
phenomenal.
Yeah, it's kind of ridiculous.
Oh, my word.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or whatever I decide to throw on the skewer.
Right. Yeah.
And a dash of tomato juice.
A dash of...
A little bit.
Yeah. Well, we had recently talked about the the meat processing season, butchering season, and Jared and Chris here both butchered together. They had a big operation out at Chris's bunker, right?
At the bunker.
And a couple weeks ago, my lovely wife threw me a little birthday party at our house in my garage, right? Chris and Tammy came by, and you brought some of the sausage.
Yeah.
And I'm still hearing from other people today how good that was, including my father-in-law.
Really?
Who, he's a critic. And he was... We were out at another family member's house for dinner the other night, and he said, "Hey, who brought that sausage over to that thing in your garage?" Because that was really. I mean, he brought it up out of nowhere.
Wow. That's hilarious. I'll have to get you a stick to toss his way. Or I guess 2, so you can keep one.
No, I'll have a couple slices off it. You don't need to do that much. But,
we made a lot. It's fine.
Yeah. What did you guys do? 950 pounds that day or something?
That day, yeah.
Yeah, but see, mine was good.
There was 8 or 9 of us there, but yeah.
Jared's was better.
Well, I wasn't going to say anything. No, I didn't win the whole thing, but we did make it to the finals, and
there was a
so we had Sausage Fest.
Yes, Sausage Fest
Sausage
here.
Fest.
That was awesome.
Not the ones that you normally go to.
Well, damn
kind of, but yeah.
Sausage Fest is normally our anniversary party. We just don't like having a party that's just called anniversary party because it's kind of boring. Except for this year, it was our 10th anniversary, so we did do 2 separate events. So anyway, Sausage Fest was basically anyone can enter their own homemade summer sausage, whether it's cooked or cured, either way, or smokies. We have an other category, so it can be smokies, it can have cheese, jalapenos, whatever you want to throw in there. And then we judge it. I throw together groups of judges, and that's on Friday night. So we judge everything on Friday night, and everyone is instructed to push their favorite 2 sausages to Saturday. And then Saturday, so Jared's got pushed
That's
to
kind
Saturday.
of like the playoffs.
Yeah, exactly. And then we have a best of show on Saturday for another set of judges to find. So the winner has to be, vouched for twice, basically.
Qualified.
Yeah.
wow.
Now, I think the actual winner, Mr. Tim Berg, right, in the standard category, not only won the classic summer sausage category, came in second I think, in the other category. With his cooked sausage, which was delicious. So, yeah.
He nailed it.
He did great this year.
He nailed it.
Yeah. What's the difference? I'm a non-hunting suburbanite, so I don't know any of this. What's the difference between a summer sausage and a cooked sausage?
Summer sausage is kind of a vague term. In my opinion, summer sausage is just a sausage made with pork and either beef or deer, venison, whatever. Sure. And stuffed into those 2.5-inch casings.
Okay,
that to me is
Ritz cracker
summer
size.
sausage. Yeah,
okay,
yeah, exactly.
Okay, yep. I gotcha.
And then you can, once it's made, you can either hang it and just let it cure, so it's not cooked whatsoever. It's just cured.
Oh.
There's a sodium nitrate in there that actually does the work and cures it. Or you can cook it, bring it up to 145, and then you can eat it right there, and if you want.
Gotcha.
So, but a very different experience. So the cooked sausage is typically what you imagine buying at the store. It's going to be very soft, more of a light color, consistent color.
Bologna-ish.
Yeah, like a bologna, sort of.
Yeah.
Where a smoked, cured sausage is typically darker. You're going to see a lot of that, like fat mixed in or whatever. And
the marbling.
Marbling, the real sort of dark burgundy color throughout.
And
so
potentially a consistency that's a little heavier around the perimeter and
tougher,
maybe,
a little jerky.
Both delicious in their own way.
And when are we having Sausage Fest
Yeah,
again?
right.
Next year.
I almost brought some tonight.
Well, and there's all these fun opportunities to introduce different peppers or different spices,
for sure.
or, different things,
different smokes, different wood smokes. Yeah.
Oh, I think I misspoke when I said Tim's other category was cooked. I don't think it was cooked; it was cured, but it was horseradish.
That's right.
And
That's
cheddar.
What it was. That's what
horseradish
it was.
and
cheddar. Ooh,
it was very. I've never
Sassy.
seen horseradish.
I'm glad you corrected yourself.
Yes.
We don't want incorrect
Tim.
information out there on this podcast.
No, absolutely not.
And wasn't it something like, depending on when you hung it, it was cured and ready to eat all summer kind of thing? Is that where the term? Because that would be far too long of a curing time. It doesn't take that long.
I don't know
Go
the
from hunting
origin
season to whatever.
Right, yeah. But that would make sense because, everyone's summer sausage is probably getting finished up, probably, say, a month ago. And so, yeah, you're eating it all summer long.
You have your supply.
And how long is the curing process?
Typically around 6 weeks.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Depends on how
you have it in a humidity and temperature controlled environment.
Yeah, that was my big upgrade for the last 2 years was to build like a sealed up room that I could control humidity and temperature.
Room, yeah.
Exactly.
All right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
look at me.
Yeah,
I'm a pro now.
And I don't know,
right.
Jared's winning sausage
I'm
may or may
entering
not
next year.
have been in my room.
Pretty much everything we did was the same as what Chris did. Really, the only difference was we used different seasoning, and I feel like a little more love went into it than Chris.
Are you kidding me? Impossible.
No. So it was a co-production with Chris.
Yeah.
We've had some recent episodes of the Stubborn German podcast that were recorded out at what we call Chris's Bunker, which is a fantastic facility. It's a building on his property that's got an area to sit and eat and a kitchen, and then he's got his storage sportsman's closet, for hunting
Nice.
gear and material. He's got his curing room.
It's a shed, Kevin. It's just a shed.
Okay.
Oh, it's so much
It's an
more than a
outbuilding, sir.
Yeah, where Mike and I come from, a shed is
It's a tin
is
Where
the
you put
6x6
your lawnmower.
thing you
Where
buy
you
at
keep your
Menards.
rakes.
Yeah.
This
That's
is
where
a
I keep my
structure.
rakes,
Yeah.
for sure.
But the whole other half of this is accessible for vehicles, and he's got a lift in there, and he
Okay.
does car work.
Sir, that is not a shed.
Yeah, no, it's like paradise.
bunker.
It's a nice shed, but it's a shed.
And last year right when you bought your it's an Impala, right? The two-door Impala.
Yeah.
Oh,
68.
right.
Yeah.
And so you've been working on that a little bit.
Oh, yes, I have.
You and your son Drew.
My son Drew has caught the itch for sure.
Did you give him some powder? Or?
No powder. I gave him an Impala.
Now it burns.
And now he's broke.
My older son Evan is into older cars too, and he likes working on it and loves it. But man, Drew just wants to always be tinkering with it. If he has free time, and I say go, whatever. Today it was go take the radio out so we can wire it up, but it was just a radio in there, but not working. But we wired that up today before we came here, and got to listen to some Zeppelin right before we showed up.
Nice.
That's awesome.
That's where it should be. Yeah.
Yeah, it was awesome.
And that's a big block car, right?
Yeah, it's the badges say 327, but it's a 454 car.
Yeah.
Out of a
Nice.
77 C10 is what I deciphered from the code. Yeah.
So you ran the numbers off the block.
Off the block, yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah.
And Turbo 400.
Yes.
Yeah. Have you seen it?
No, I've not.
It's cool. It's like a candy burgundy almost.
Uh-huh.
The
Yeah,
black
yeah.
vinyl, and it's the notchback style. So it's almost the Caprice roofline.
Oh,
Yeah.
right on.
Instead of the Impala, fastback style.
Yeah.
Caprice-esque.
Yes.
Yeah.
Caprice-esque. I like
And,
It has
Uh,
a trunk that goes on for days.
Yeah, man.
For sure.
I was laying in the trunk today to wire up the speakers in the back. I mean, just laying it. All of me was in the. I'm
sure.
I'm
All
not a
of
small
me.
person.
Probably
Next time
snow angels in there.
I was like, I hope Drew doesn't close the lid.
You could bring some sausage and just kind of hang out in there.
You definitely could.
The first time I ever fell asleep in the trunk of a car was
First time.
it was in a 81 Lincoln Town Car
Oh, yeah.
that my mom had. That was
comfy trunk there.
well. The difference is, so yours is a very large footprint. It's very long and wide. The Lincoln was wide, not as long, but it was very deep.
Very deep. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Interesting design they had because the fuel tank was behind the back seat.
Oh, okay.
So they had all this depth in the
Yeah.
trunk, and you could put like a lot of stand-up luggage in the trunk.
Yeah.
You could take a
You just stand up your luggage right in there.
a whole Samsonite thing would stand right up in the trunk. And
That's
so
the original stow and go, huh?
yes, and this was in 1981, which meant it was tri-coat metallic root beer brown.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah,
Yeah,
with
lovely.
with the brown vinyl, and then it had a caramel leather interior, right?
Yeah,
All kinds of brown, organic 1981 goodness.
Love it.
Nice.
And so, feeling your pain, I was putting some speakers in the car because it was my mom's car, and she wanted, she it had the original 8-track in it,
Really?
Oh, that's
and so
cool.
I ripped the 8-track out, and I put a very similar to that Blaupunk stereo I have in my workbench.
Yeah.
The original one lived in that Lincoln
No
for a
kidding.
while. Yeah.
That's killer.
So I'm putting the 6x9s in the rear deck, and I'm crawling the trunk to do this.
Yeah.
Well, that had a kind of a worn out trunk spring because the deck lid was
boy.
very heavy.
Oh.
And it just went click, and I'm in the trunk. I'm locked in the trunk. So what do you do?
Did
right?
you ever get out?
No, I'm still
No,
in there.
still in there.
No.
Right
Yeah,
on.
Are
yeah.
you really?
Yeah.
Did it have the glow-in-the-dark handle
It
that you
did
pull?
not.
Oh.
This is before they realized
Maybe that's a decent idea.
yeah, that people should be able to exit a trunk.
You know, this can be dangerous.
Yeah.
Could be.
You know, the conspiracy people say that, a lot of kidnappers were in the auto industry, apparently, and they wanted that to happen.
Right.
So I chose to take a nap.
Nice.
Solid, yeah.
I-
I mean,
I-
for how
eventually
long?
someone's going to start yelling for you, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Dinner is going to hit the table at some point, and I'm not going to be there.
Right.
So
And
there's
they're
going to be a
gonna know.
problem.
And that's unusual.
Unless they don't, and then you know where you stand.
Yeah, I'm still living with my folks. I'm probably 20 years old at this point. And sure enough, I got nice and comfortable. I zonk out because I thought I could panic.
You could.
I could pound on things.
Right.
Nobody's going to hear me.
True.
So I just kind of relaxed, and it was late spring, so it was temperate outside.
Okay. You weren't freezing. You'd be all right.
And about I don't know how much time passed because I was out cold. And pretty soon I hear my dad walking around going, "Oh, damn it, he was in here a while ago." So I start kind of banging on something. "What the hell is that?" And I said, "It's me. I'm in the trunk. I can't get out." And he's like, now I gotta go get my keys.
Oh, Steve.
I gotta go get my keys.
Did your dad call you O-Steve?
No, because
That'd
he
been
was
funny.
he was actually OC.
He was
you
OC.
so. There's a funny story there too, by the way. But so he comes back 20 minutes later with the keys.
20 minutes later, you'll
Well,
be fine.
After he ate dinner.
Well, I had to have a smoke and a beer.
Yeah, he had to have half a pack of Barclay cigarettes and a couple old styles.
Let's let this play out a little
and then
bit.
remember, you're like, oh yeah,
I'm teaching him a
yeah,
lesson.
numbnuts is in the trunk out there. I should probably go back out there now to teach him a lesson. I'm gonna leave him there for a while. So that was the first time I fell asleep in the trunk.
Okay.
But interestingly, yeah, my dad, being a police officer, they all referred to each other by their last names.
Oh, okay.
And so it was kind of his call sign, in addition
Sure.
to his thing. Well, at one point, I had got him a shirt very similar to what I'm wearing now from our V8 Speed and Resto shop, but it was embroidered with his name, Al. A-L. And they embroidered it, capital A, lowercase L. And it was at the time, my dad, we called him Big Al. He was 6'6" and 270 pounds at one point. As he got older, he started to shrink.
Sure.
Right? Old people, that happens. And so at one point we got him the shirt, and it was a regular extra large. So this past weekend, as a matter of fact, I find that shirt because I still have it, and I try it on. It actually fits pretty good, right? So I go to the renovated Mama's sandwich shop here in Waterloo, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And I walk in and I buy a sandwich, and the guy behind the counter for the name for the order, somebody hands me a sandwich and calls me AI
Oh, come on.
because it's A lowercase L.
Here.
Come on.
Oh, my God. AI.
I know.
Sandwich
I
ready for
can't.
AI.
I just can't anymore.
Here you go, AI.
That's what it said on his shirt, man. What
That's
do you,
it. That's who he is.
why would he put it on his shirt if it wasn't his name?
I might not even be real. I could be an avatar.
That's probably it. I've been wondering.
I could be an avatar.
I'm the other way around. I see references to AI all the time. It's like, oh, we're going to use AI for this new application. And I'm like, why are we using, who's this Al
Who's
guy
Al?
that we're using for this? Is he a good developer? I
Al's
guess
a
so.
smart guy.
Yeah, we're going to use Al
Yep.
for this one. Okay.
Yeah. So
That's awesome.
you got the radio kind of fixed.
It
plays music
So
now.
it does play music, and I
Zeppelin.
think it does play Zeppelin just fine, which is good. We could do just Zeppelin in there; it'd be all right. But it might need a little more effort, but good for just an afternoon project for sure.
So
Yeah.
the radio section works.
Yes,
And it's a tape deck. Cassette deck.
it is a cassette.
Have you
yeah.
tried that? Do you have any
No,
cassettes?
I don't. Well,
You gotta have some.
I have some
Come on,
somewhere.
man.
I have some somewhere. Yeah, I'll find them.
Yes, you got some lover boy tucked away.
I don't know if I got
Cinderella or
Lover Boy.
something.
Come on.
I can provide you with air check radio cassettes from my early radio days.
That would be great,
could listen to
actually. That would be awesome.
Doing oldies on WIHN radio.
Yep, I would listen to that for a little bit.
It doesn't take long. Yeah. So you know what an air check is?
Is that the Unique New York? No.
No.
Oh, I thought that was like your warm up.
No. Although that makes sense. You're checking.
Yeah,
right?
checking on the air.
An air check was at the end of your shift. You would have to play back some of your recorded shift with your program director to kind of go over and critique like how you did,
really?
right? So they're literally checking on your performance, right? That's an air check.
Oh.
And or if you're going for another job somewhere, you would take an air check and send it to somebody, and then they would
Look
listen.
how good I am.
Look how look.
Well, look how I am.
Look how I am.
Listen how good I am not. And so the equipment was set up. There was an air check recording cassette deck in the studio. And when you started your shift, you drop a tape in, you hit play and record, because that's how it records. But nothing happened until you turned the mic on. So as soon as you turn the microphone on, it starts recording.
Gotcha.
So at the end of your shift, you only have the stuff that you did. You don't have all the music in between.
Oh, nice.
Right?
So you can just get your shift
That's
of
it.
just what you said.
Yep.
And
then
that's
it's
it.
edited.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, in the deck.
Nice.
So I've got hours of these things, because at that point I was doing 6-hour shifts on the
Chris
radio.
just needs minutes.
Yeah. I don't have a long drive.
But it's kind of funny because you'd flip the mic on before you go on the air, to kind of make sure everything's ready. Because back in those days there was no such thing as a playlist that was an automated thing that played music. A playlist was literally a list of songs.
That you were going to go find and do next.
You had to play those cartridges.
Scramble and find that record while
those
something else is
records,
playing. Yeah.
or the CD, whatever it was. So there was usually, I don't know, for me, probably an average of 15 seconds or something as a song wound down, and then I would do my bit, and then a commercial would start or something, and then it just shuts off, and then so it's those little nuggets,
all those little snippets,
make the air checks. Yeah,
that's cool.
Yeah, crazy stuff.
That would be fun to hear.
I have them. You're gonna go drive around the Impala and listen to them.
Okay,
Done.
it might entertain me for a minute.
A minute. That's about it. There's some weather breaks in there, some top of the hour IDs, a couple promos, a couple live read commercials. And here you go.
Yeah.
Where was that radio station?
That one was 96.7 WIHN in Normal Bloomington. Which is how we said it, Normal Bloomington at the time.
Oh, not Bloomington Normal.
Not Bloomington Normal, because the station was anchored in the town of Normal.
Ah, okay.
And everybody
so
says
get top
Bloomington
billing.
Normal, so our program director and the station manager said, no, this is Normal Bloomington. And somebody said that's what the FCC license said. So that's what we had to say.
You have to say that.
So in radio, you legally have to do an FCC ID at the top of every hour.
Gotcha.
And that was always when you'd hear the jingle, and you would couple that with the time, a little slogan, maybe a little preview of what's coming up this hour, and then another jingle out into a song.
Well, it's very important that everyone knows exactly what station they're listening to. 'Cause
Correct.
you can't just look at the radio.
No.
TV would do that too, I remember. A lot of TV channels would do that when I was a kid.
Yeah. And that's funny that you say that, because, what would happen?
Right. I know. It'd be terrible, wouldn't it?
Well,
oh, my gosh, I thought I was listening to
The world could end.
Yeah, I shot the president because I thought I was listening to a different station.
Right.
My family all perished because I thought I was listening to AM radio.
Yeah. Gosh, dang it.
But that was many years ago, and I still have all those jingles and radio IDs.
You know them too, huh?
I know them all the time. I mean, just
It's when you were the host
with the most.
from coast to coast.
From coast to coast.
Yeah, sure. 96.7 WIHN Normal Bloomington, playing the greatest rock and roll of all time. Coming up this hour, Martha and the Vandellas. We're going to hear from Michael Jackson and
Fleetwood Mac.
Well, that was a little new.
That
for what we
would
did
be
at
new.
that time. It was kind of an oldie station.
Oh, sorry.
But color radar weather on the 8s and all your favorites. Give us a call, 452-9696. Use it, abuse it, just don't lose it.
Nice.
Song, right?
Wow.
Oh, that's great.
Crazy how it comes back. I don't know where I am right now.
Did you actually answer the phone if someone just randomly called?
Yeah.
Just like, hey, what's up?
So interesting that you say that.
WIHN.
The same microphone that would use you'd talk on the air, you'd use for the phone. So there were times on the air check tapes where all of a sudden you're hearing a minute and a half of a song. You didn't hear the mic because it didn't record that, but I had the mic on, and it was a phone call. Right?
Gotcha.
And there was people that would call, all the time, like making requests over and over again,
Right.
and you know,
Trying to
the
win a
voice.
bag of potato chips.
That was
kind of
another
stuff.
one.
Yeah.
I'll give you that piece of tape. Yeah, I was doing a random contest where some lucky winner could win a bag of Kelly's potato chips. Not my wife Kelly, the brand Kelly, right?
All right.
And so one of my jerk off roommates. It's the middle of the night. Great contest. Win a bag of potato chips.
Right. Perfect.
And my roommate Kyle calls, and he didn't know I was even running a contest, and he was the fifth caller. So on the tape, you hear click, hey, you're number one. Yeah, click, hey, you're number two. Hey, you're number three. Hey, you're the fifth caller. I'm constipated. I'm like, did you know we even had a contest? No. So then we had to fake it. You got to call back again.
Nice.
And I have all that tape, so you guys can drive around.
Oh my gosh, that's awesome.
Listen to that.
That's beautiful. Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, you
got
remember
good
that,
friends.
yeah.
Yeah.
No, man. Have you heard that? I don't know if I
Maybe.
played that for you or not. People are like, well, if that's what the VA radio podcast is, I don't want to hear
No,
that.
I don't want anything to do with this.
But you also did, did you do vintage air? You did air conditioning and
Yes,
everything?
yeah, we did, yeah. It went okay. So when we bought the thing, it had a box of the vintage. I think it wasn't vintage air. It was the classic air,
Classic auto
Classic
air?
auto air. Yeah.
And I'm familiar with vintage air. I used to have a '69 Chevelle, and I bought a vintage air kit from you guys, and
Thank you.
I installed it. You're welcome. And and I installed it, and I had a good time doing it, and I was like, well, this didn't suck. I should be able to do it on the Impala 10 years later. And this one kind of sucked.
Oh, my.
And
It was tough. It was. I mean, the
it was
instructions
tough
were
on
good.
Drew?
It was tough on Drew. Yeah. Like, Drew, come on! You got to get this done.
Come on, buddy.
I'm starting to
Suck it up. I'm getting sweaty.
I'm starting to schwitz over here.
Yeah. My biggest issue with that was we had bracket problems because it did not have AC. So to put the AC compressor on the passenger side, which is what the hose length was for, I had to move the alternator to the driver's side. And being a big block,
Right.
and it also had power steering below that. So I wanted to put alternator up high on driver's side.
Reconfigure the whole front drive.
Yeah, I could not come up with bracketry to make that work. So luckily my dad is a welder, and he's like, well, if you can just kind of mock up somehow.
Just hold it close and I'll
basically,
glue it together.
And I'll weld you a bracket that's going to make this work. Well,
Mind the shock.
Yeah. And
Hold it.
Close your eyes.
he made 2 brackets and modified a third, and it all works.
Nice.
I know.
Very good, man. Right on.
Yeah.
Good
Isn't it
old-fashioned
somehow-
hot
It's
rod.
great to know a welder, right?
It's very good to know. 100%.
And so Drew is, but he's hands on. I've seen a lot of the projects that you've had.
Yeah.
In the
He's 14 years old and can change a radiator in a Jeep. He can do. I mean, he's done it. Like, it's not he could maybe do this. No, he's done it. And I'll watch him.
You stood and watched, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not going to get in his way.
Fridge full of beer. And,
I literally,
you stand up.
I literally hand him tools. Like,
Yeah.
Here,
Do you hold the light?
This is what you. I do. I hold the light. I hand him
man.
tools. Like, yeah.
Does he yell
It's
at you like he's the dad?
Not yet.
God dang
but
it! Hold the light straight, Dad.
over here.
He hasn't realized that he could, and I would probably just take it.
Sorry, Drew.
Sorry, son.
Sorry, buddy.
Just don't stop.
Don't tell Mom. Don't
I
tell
will,
Mom.
I will turn your face to alabaster when you find your servant is your master.
That's right. Oh, yeah.
That's really awesome. I love
Yeah.
that he likes working with his hands, and there's definitely a satisfaction with fixing a car, old car, new car, whatever.
Absolutely. Yep. Yeah.
And there's also a lot of pressure with it.
There is.
Somebody brings you something they rely on every day as a daily driver.
Yep.
Your Impala is kind of different because that's a recreational thing. So
right, it can be apart for weeks, and it doesn't. And it was for we would get busy doing other side work on people's daily drivers, and it's like, well, that'll just have to wait. But that AC install was our winter project, and it took every bit of winter. In Illinois, we have the what is it called? Enhanced antique plates. So you can't drive it from in the month of December, January, and February.
Let me let you
in
in a little secret.
3 months.
Nobody cares.
I know. But that's what
3
I
months
have.
And I would drive my GTO no matter what. Nobody cares.
Good.
But that's interesting. So that's the scheduler. It's like I got the time to do it is between
3 months,
end of November and February, whatever. Yeah,
because I can't drive it otherwise. I would.
Yes, you can.
So that's the enhanced.
I'm going to a parade.
Yes.
Enhanced
in January, sir.
antique.
It's an indoor parade. I'm driving.
Yeah.
I've seen EA. I always kind of wondered what
that's what that is.
It's
enhanced
not each.
Right. Each of us has this.
Yeah, it's EA.
But it's a super cheap plate. It's like $35 every
cheaper.
5 years.
Right. To just take the winter months off, which you're not going to drive it anyway. So
sure.
Right.
Yeah.
Although it is interesting, around here there are days in the wintertime that are nice enough to drive.
Oh, for sure.
There are.
Not up by where you live.
No.
But
we get a couple here and there.
Well, they
during
salt
those
the
months.
jeepers out of the roads up by me. I don't know if they do down here, but
they will. But
you can't until
we have jeepers all year long.
Rains. Right. Until there's a few good rains to wash all the salt away, nobody's going to drive their cool car.
Yeah.
So after your audio experience, what's next?
I don't know. That was kind of I told Drew we would make that kind of just a weekend project and mess with the. So now that's done. I don't know what.
Now you got to go out and drive it.
You turned us onto those bucket seats, and maybe we would do that at some point. I don't know. It's got a bench. That's the only thing I don't love about the car. But
certain cars are cool with benches, certain ones aren't. It depends what you're used to.
I don't know. Someone almost had me talked into thinking that the bench was cool in that car. Like, no, that's freaking rad. And I'm like, really? Is it though?
If it had a 4-speed stick coming out of the floor, that with a bench is pretty cool.
That would be what I would want to do. Yeah. I don't know if I want to bite off all that.
Well, but so you're in a good spot because now you can drive it.
Yeah.
The AC works. We're getting into warmer weather.
Yeah.
You don't have to do anything.
This would be this next
winter,
December, January,
next
February.
EA season.
The bench seat is good because your lady can slide up next to you when you're driving.
Yeah.
So that's
you
cool.
Could put like 4 people on that bench.
You could. Yes.
You put your lady and your 2 sons.
Yes.
We could all be on the bench.
All up front.
Yeah. One big ratchet string.
One big happy family.
But it's time to drive it, so I'm excited. I'm going to take it to the Optimist Car Show. There's a few other ones around here that I want to make sure to hit, and
And so your older son Evan, he drives the pickup truck, right?
He drives pickup truck. Yep.
Silverado.
Yes, yeah.
That's a 5.3.
3. Yeah. Okay, so. I don't know, maybe a year ago around this time, I think I might have brought it up to you that I had the idea to do one of these combined episodes, and I think the topic we should kind of talk about was, what would I buy? Because Drew, my youngest, he's 14, he's going to be 15 in a few months, and get his learner's permit, so he really wants a classic car of some sort when he turns 16.
Okay.
So not in love with that idea, but I'm not against it 100%. But
so he's not just taking over your Impala.
Well,
he wants his own.
So in the meantime, I bought the Impala, thinking that maybe that would
satisfy
hold him over.
That would cure him.
And now every other night he has my wife's laptop looking at Facebook Marketplace.
Of course he does.
Oh yeah.
So he's shopping actively.
What's he into?
And he has birthday money. Anything. He's into weird stuff too. I mean, he'll
like Fieros.
Not that weird.
Weird.
Actually,
Not that weird.
He was.
Oh boy.
Yeah. But I don't know. He's not doesn't have to be a Camaro or a Chevelle or a Corvette or anything. It can be
like a Vista Cruiser wagon or something.
I don't know what that is. A Vista Cruiser.
It's an Oldsmobile.
Vista Cruiser.
Yeah.
Windows in the ceiling.
Oh, that sounds awesome.
They are.
It's one of the baddest wagons ever.
That sounds great. Actually.
Oh, it's amazing.
Mm-hmm. He would almost rather it be kind of odd looking. I think. So I don't know. He always has his eyes on these older Chevy trucks, and then just like weird, oddball Pontiac cars, Pontiac Chieftain, Pontiac the
nice.
Parisienne, the
Parisienne,
whatever. The Ghoulie,
the Parisienne is funny because at the time General Motors owned Chevrolet, Pontiac, Buick, Olds, Cadillac, and they would share a platform. So one particular platform of a car, the Pontiac would have their own version. Same with Oldsmobile, same with Buick. And they were named different things, and they called it badge engineering. They would just change the name, but the rest of the cars pretty much the same. Different little trim or whatever. So everybody knows the Chevy Caprice, and the Chevy Caprice, especially in the 80s and 90s, 70s, 80s, 90s. These were like the taxi cabs and the cop cars, the boxing thing.
Big,
And so Pontiac had their own version of that they called the Parisienne. The Parisienne goes back to the 60s, but the most popular ones were in the 80s.
Gotcha.
And I always thought it was funny that if you look at this boxy thing that looks like an American cop car, is named after somebody that drives around in Paris.
Right.
The Parisienne.
Yeah.
And it harkens back to Pontiac's Canadian heritage.
Really?
Yeah, because Pontiac was big in Canada, and there was a lot of cars that were produced in Canada that you couldn't buy here that had a similar, you would recognize, you go, oh, look, there's a Chevy Nova. No, that's a Pontiac Acadian.
Right.
What's an Acadian?
There's a Chevelle. No, that's a Pontiac Beaumont.
Beaumont.
Oh, the Beaumont.
Yes, sounds very
lovely.
It had a Pontiac name, but like a Chevrolet drivetrain, but like Pontiac dashboard because of the import laws of the time.
Gotcha.
You couldn't import like a real American Pontiac from Canada.
Sure.
Yeah, but built in Canada, so they were slightly different.
Gotcha.
And Ford had the same thing. You could buy a Ford Galaxy here. You're talking about Galaxies. You could in the United States you could buy a Mercury Meteor, but the Canadian version was a trivia question.
I don't know.
A Mercury Montcalm.
Oh.
Who would ever get that?
Montcalm.
Montcalm?
Yeah.
Thanks for blowing that one out of the water.
Well, I spared you.
You'll probably use it again next time we record, and I won't remember. But
we've had
please
those.
don't.
Oh, that's funny.
That's
so he's into oddball stuff. That's cool.
Yeah. And my thought. So we're right back to that same kind of situation. Is still, what do you buy a 16-year-old that you want him to be safe? Obviously, number one. And maybe when I say 16-year-old, maybe he just drives something else for a year, and then like when he's 17, maybe he gets the hot rod of some. Or, he doesn't need to be turning 16 and then driving
being
something
let loose.
So you've been through this.
Of what to get your kid?
Yeah.
Yeah, we did go through this. So our eldest, Carter, our son, I had a Nissan Altima, and this was a very boring, bland version of an Altima. There's a long story of how I came upon that vehicle, but I was ready to get rid of it. But I kind of said, okay, it's paid off. I could get rid of it, trade it in or whatever, or give it to my 16-year-old as a very reasonable car to start out, right? Mm-hmm. So, of course, he was happy to get pretty much anything.
Sure.
But within, I'd say, a couple months, he was ready to get a truck. He wanted a pickup. And he was in his kind of Western country phase at the time with the boots and all that stuff.
Nice.
And he's still a little bit into that. But yeah, so he had his mind on a early 90s C or K truck, GM. Mm-hmm. And so it didn't take long before he pretty much had his mind set on it, and I didn't want to be that jerk dad. It's like, no, you're not selling the Altima to get a truck, an old truck. So, but I let him do it. So we sold the Altima and then found a decent, for what it was, a decent truck. It was a GMC Sierra. Yeah. K, right? So that's the four-wheel drive. Yeah, four-wheel drive. It was kind of like it was the extended cab, but didn't have the extra doors. Mm-hmm. It was right before the redesign, so it was sort of that in-between phase. But it was a really cool truck. It had the rust that all those trucks get.
Oh, yeah.
And eventually...
Well, that's factory.
Yeah, right. They come that way. Yeah. Eventually, later, he sold it and got a newer truck or whatever. But, yeah, so that was kind of... We did the reasonable thing at first. It was like, let's just let him inherit my sedan, which he was quickly bored of and wanted to pick up. But it wasn't a muscle car that was going to get him in trouble. So, we felt okay about it.
Yeah, the judgment isn't quite there at that age.
No. And you can't deny the newer vehicles with airbags and the safety that, I mean, you can screw up pretty bad and still walk away, which you couldn't do all the time in the 80s and 90s.
And I think that gap is widening because today when we have the ADAS, the driver assistance features, so the lane centering and the cameras and the departure warnings and the blind spot warnings and the adaptive cruise control, all those things that none of them exist.
Right.
And if somebody is used to driving a modern car where they don't have to pay as much attention to if they're centered in the lane or if they're going to cut somebody off and it beeps and turns red, if they don't have that,
and they're kind of dependent on it.
Yes.
You
do get dependent on it.
You can get spoiled on that quick. Yeah, for sure. I'm pretty lucky. Both my kids, I have 2 girls, and the only thing they love about a car is that the fact they can get inside, turn the key, and drive away.
Go where they want.
Yeah, exactly. And they're decent drivers. They're fast drivers, but they're fairly careful.
Yeah, that's good.
Which I'm pretty happy about. And they love the cars they drive, and they don't.
Perfect.
Yeah.
You don't have to build them hot rods.
No, I don't have to build. I can't even build my own hot rod right now, for Pete's sake. I'm going to build them a hot rod.
But
I got to get them off the payroll first.
Well, so don't let Q throw you. He was very fortunate that both of his daughters did very well and got assistance through college. So.
Yeah, they did.
Nice.
They both got some scholarships.
That's great.
My older girl, Grace, she's graduating this year, and she's in August. She's going to go to Colorado on a scholarship. And she's an art major, and so there's this compound in Colorado where they have it's like an artist colony. And she's going to learn more about ceramics and things like that she loves.
Holy cow!
So, yeah, it's pretty cool. And one of her professors put her up for it. She didn't even apply for it. They just said she needs to get that scholarship.
Huh.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. And they keep trying to talk her into grad school, and she's like, no grad school for me.
Unless they're paying for it.
Yeah, if they're paying for it, I would encourage her all day. Please go, yes.
That's an important education, then.
Yeah, exactly.
Better do it.
And the other daughter is getting help at U of I.
Yeah, she's at U of I.
Nice.
She's going to be a junior at U of I. She's studying communications, and she's loving it. She's thriving. Yeah, it's great.
It's hard to get scholarships at U of I. Hard to get help.
Yeah,
both of those.
And she's an RA as well, which pretty much cut all of the tuition in half because the room and board is paid for. Holy cats, that was a relief.
Yeah.
Good heavens.
Or you'd be selling the GTO.
Well, no, I will not. We'll struggle. We won't sell it.
Who wants to buy a horse-damaged vehicle anyway?
Yeah, it isn't worth nothing. It ain't worth nothing.
Any updates on the engine?
I have no updates on the engine.
Darn.
It is sitting at the V8 Speed and Resto machine shop currently, awaiting the next steps. Yeah. When I'm able to buy a new set of pistons, and I have the cylinder sleeve.
Yeah.
So I need the pistons so they can sleeve it, they can measure, and then that's the biggest chunk.
Then you're back.
Once that's done, it'll be a lot easier to get everything back together. It's just that first nut's a big one.
Yeah.
So
I gotcha.
But that's okay. It'll happen.
I listen to every episode, waiting for
I appreciate that.
For the progress report.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. It'll come.
Yeah.
We'll get there.
So so around here, like the minute you turn 16, you're getting your license.
If you're a boy, probably. I think I've heard of some girls that take their time a little bit.
Well, I know in different, more populated cities, there are younger people who aren't getting their license at all.
Yeah.
Like 18, 21, they don't even need it because they've got Uber, they've got public transportation, they got whatever, that doesn't even care. They don't care.
My nephew didn't get his till he was 20-something.
Yeah.
Wow. He didn't even want it. It's like, I just talk to my friends or I can FaceTime. I don't need to go anywhere.
Right. Because that's
this is making me crazy, kid.
Yeah.
Well, that's what they always said the automobile did, is it provided freedom and a place.
It sure does.
Yeah.
My first car, my father should have been imprisoned for letting me drive it. It was such a piece of garbage.
What was it?
It was a 1974 Duster, And I lived in Texas at the time. It was the only rusty car in Texas. From the
ruster.
front bumper, from the front bumper all the way to the back, the whole rocker panel was all rusted out, had a hole over the floorboard, the rear end would lock up, the brakes would fail, and it burned about a quart of oil every week. And I loved it. I loved that car because it was freedom.
Right.
And I could go wherever I wanted.
Yeah.
It was great. Mm-hmm. I wasn't even mad. I was so happy with my dad. It was like $600, and the guy we bought it from, he was originally asking like $800, and my dad says, "Would you take 7?" The guy says, "Man, I'll take 6."
Jeez, this thing's a pile. Get it out of here.
And my dad says, "Why are you selling it?" "Well, I'm tired of driving a piece of junk."
Look at
And
it.
then my dad says, "Sold."
Nice.
Congratulations.
And I was just ecstatic. I'm like,
That's awesome.
Yeah. Well,
thanks, Dad. You're the best dad ever. Little did I know he was trying to kill me.
Yeah.
he doing what he could, when I was growing up, I was fortunate that my buddies, they were the same way. They turned 16, got the license right away. A lot of them had cars right away, which is cool. My parents knew that it was kind of interesting. They knew I was into cars for sure because, I'd been reading car magazines and building model kits and all that stuff since I was a very small child. But this was a way they could blackmail me, and they did. As far as so first it was you need a solid B average, 3.0 grade point average.
Okay.
And you got to pay for your insurance, and both of those were like unobtainable for me.
Yeah, same.
I did not have the smarts or the money, So I didn't get my driver's license till I was 17.
Really?
I had to go a whole year to try to get those grades up.
Because you're just like
I didn't qualify.
Why even do it?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I was not a great student, which is partly because I was reading car magazines instead of studying algebra.
Too bad they didn't give you tests on that.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, right.
I'll bet you were really good at retaining that information, actually.
Well,
He still remembers it.
Yeah, right.
yeah, a lot of that stuff. But it wasn't until I was in college that I almost got spiteful towards the education system from the standpoint of, I'll never forget this. I had a history professor when I was at Illinois State, and my mission was to tell him something on a test, right? Not just answer the questions, but I'm going to teach you something, Dr. Soderlund.
Because that's smart.
Hey, and he actually caught it. He's like, he called me into a class afterwards, and he's like, "Well, you did great on the test." He said, "We didn't teach this part." I said, "I know."
But I learned it.
Yes. So once I got a little attitude about that, I became a better student. But anyway, I didn't get my license until I was 17, but it was pretty cool because my best friends all had pretty cool cars. So Paul had a 68 or a 71 Chevy Nova. It was bright red, small block car.
Sweet.
My buddy John had an orange 69 Mach 1 Mustang.
Cool.
White interior. My buddy Steve had a 68 Camaro. My buddy Mike had a 71 Pontiac Le Mans convertible. My buddy Mark had an 87 Monte Carlo SS. And guess who was the number one passenger in all of them? Was this dummy because,
Good at riding shotgun.
Yeah, and they're always like, "Did you get your license yet?"
Come on, man.
And then, much like yourself, my first car technically was a hand-me-down from my sister.
Yay.
But it was also a very highly prized and corroding Chrysler product of the mid-'70s.
Oh, yes.
75 Plymouth Scamp.
No, right on.
Plymouth Scamp?
Which was the Plymouth version of a Dodge Dart.
Oh, okay. I was going to say another car I've never heard of.
Yeah. Scamp. One day we looked it up. We're like, what's a scamp, right? Mm-hmm. And if you look it up in the dictionary, it says worthless person or bum.
The marketing team was working overtime on that one.
Far cry from the Plymouth Valiant.
Yes. Or you can have a Valiant or a Scamp.
That?
And it's funny, those were priced opposite. The Scamp was more expensive than the Valiant.
Really?
But it was named after a dirtbag. And this one, was all time because my dad paid $250.
Oh,
nice.
man. Nice.
And it was another beautiful shade of root beer / baby brown.
Caramel.
Yeah, with a vinyl top and a 225 slant six. And
Yeah, man.
it was...
I mean, those engines were indestructible.
We had to add a quart of oil every week.
Yeah. Even if I didn't, it would probably still go.
All right, so yours was a 6-cylinder also?
Yeah.
Did you have the problem with the left turn fuel starvation?
I don't know that I would dare drive it that fast around.
No, this wasn't fast. This is you'd be at a
heard of
stoplight
this.
and you got your left turn signal on, and then the light turns green or an arrow, and you go to make a left turn, and the fuel sloshes to the one side of the fuel bowl, and it starves, and the car dies right in the middle of the intersection.
I don't think I
Every time.
have
How
that
handy.
issue.
Yeah.
I had the
Don't turn
problem
left.
where the differential would lock up when I would turn the corner sometimes.
Oh, man.
I had to back up and then
that
keep
was-
going.
That was Walter P. Chrysler's way of saying, "Well, you bought the thing, you deserve it."
Yeah, pretty much.
Got what you deserve.
Yeah,
Pretty
you
much.
dummy. What was your first car?
Well, it was a hand-me-down from my sister, but I was actually, as we were talking about, I was doing the math on the years. So I turned 16 in '94. I probably didn't actually get that car until 95-ish, 96. But it was an 85 Buick Regal two-door.
Ooh, nice.
So it was nice, but at the time, I mean, it was 9 to 10-year-old car. It felt old. Like, looking at it, I was like, man, this car is so, it's almost embarrassing. Like, my friends have these cooler, newer, because it was the era when everything was getting rounded and,
For sure.
Oh,
and
right.
A lot
turquoise
changed
and whatever.
10 years
yeah,
ago,
right.
after 85.
And so this was the box. Now, looking back on it, I'm like, man, that was a cool car. And it, a Buick, it had lots of upgrades that seemed
Comfortable.
Yeah,
luxurious.
sure.
Yeah.
What color?
It was like a dark blue, but like an ocean blue kind of.
No, very nice.
Yeah.
So did it have the contrasting lighter blue velour interior, or was it?
It did.
Yeah.
Yep. And it had the I don't know how many spoke, but multi-spoke hubcap.
Yeah.
That.
White stripe
Yeah.
tire.
Oh, yeah.
It was cool.
3.86 or a 5-liter?
No, it was the V6. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, for what we wanted, it drove fine. It seemed to have plenty of power. It had the cassette and radio and all that, and I
Premium
think it even
sound.
probably had power windows. I think.
Yeah,
I
probably.
mean, it was.
Yeah.
It was. It was
Maybe-
neat. I didn't appreciate it at the time. I thought I had this old car.
You're
Yeah.
exactly right, though. 9 or 10 years old.
Yeah.
Like my first car was a truck, 87 S10, and that would have been a 12-year-old vehicle
Yeah.
when I drove it.
Right.
It was rusted out, not quite as bad as Q-Balls probably, but not far off. And it was faded pink. It was red, faded pink.
Right.
It was a 4-cylinder that leaked everywhere. The Iron Duke just
Iron Duke,
leaked.
2.5.
its
Oh,
butt
the
off.
Iron Duke.
Oh man, it was a
The
4-speed,
venerable four-cylinder
so it went about
Pontiac.
60 miles an hour if you're going downhill, and that's top speed. And it was just a POS, and that was a 12-year-old vehicle. My son is driving a 22-year-old vehicle, right? Yeah, 22-year-old. Yeah, and
Yeah.
I mean, it's seen
It's-
better days too, but
It's still contextual
Right.
on the road.
yeah.
Yeah.
You see
Right.
them around, and it's like, oh, okay,
Yeah.
Why is it that's
that was a
crazy.
transitioning era where you had
Yeah.
all these new round, dashes that had round plastic
Right.
and digital
We're going from
gauges
80s
and,
to 90s. That's,
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
It was a big thing, and a lot of that was driven by, it all kind of started in the 70s when, you can blame the gas crunch of the oil embargo and emissions coming in and the need for smaller cars. And in the U.S., they just responded by making the same big cars but smaller. So this was your Mustang 2 that you had, your nice car that you liked
my
so
mom
much?
had the '74 Mustang 2,
Yeah.
brand new. She bought it was the Mach 1 fastback.
Yeah.
It had a 302.
Yeah.
It was an automatic. Yeah, I thought it was the coolest car ever.
Yeah.
When she would pick me up, from our babysitter one day, and my brother, that jackass, he says, "Mom want a new car and let's make a deal." I'm like, really? That's so cool. And she pulls up in this Mustang. I'm like, oh my god, Mom! I can't believe you want that.
You can hear the music in your head.
She's like, you're grounded. You're grounded. You're stupid.
Yeah. And that was only one or two clicks off from the Charlie's Angels Mustang Cobra.
Yeah, for sure. Exactly.
Did you sit on the hood like
I did.
Farrah
I did
Fawcett?
not. I did not.
But the rest of the world was already making smaller cars, and the Japanese, the Germans, everybody. So the U.S. was behind in all that stuff. So at that time, the 1985 cars were designed in like '79. It took a long time to bring them to market.
Sure.
So the '85 cars came out, and they were still behind.
Yeah.
And it wasn't until the 90s that everything became aerodynamic and in this country. And so, like, the Ford Taurus was one that really kind of kicked that off, and the Mercury Sable, if you remember that one, really slick-looking stuff. But, yeah, all of a sudden, everything else looked really old on the road.
Yeah.
It was like overnight.
Yep.
Yeah. And today, that it's interesting because you could probably drive an 86 Ford Taurus around and blend in with current stuff. You know, it's not that much.
Sure.
If it was nice condition, not all clapped out and whatever.
Right.
But
No, you're right.
the jelly bean kind of shape, style, still kind of is similar.
And definitely a 12-year-old truck at this point might as well be a brand new truck.
Exactly.
Like it looks,
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
I remember when I was a kid in the it was 1978 and the cars went I saw a truck that like 77s had round headlights and the 78s had the square headlights.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, that's so futuristic.
It's
amazing. It's amazing.
Yeah. No, you're right.
Is that a square headlight?
It's crazy, man.
Build quality has come so far.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
You know,
for
so
sure.
I have a 9-year-old car I drive every day, and it feels like it's a year and a half old. You know,
I have a 16-year-old car, and it feels like it's 50.
it doesn't feel that bad.
It's not that bad.
It's comfortable. You got a Suburban. I dig it.
Yeah, it's not bad.
We were reminiscing recently about in the 80s driving older cars, so we're probably driving late 70s or early 80s cars, and in the 90s. And just the things you had to worry about back then.
Yep.
A tire blowing out. Whether
It's
it would
starting.
start. Yeah. Would you flood it? And
Oh,
you
yeah.
had to sit there and wait, or whatever.
Pump it
Yeah,
too many
starting
times.
it all. Exhaust issues. I felt like your exhaust,
exhaust
would
would
rust
fall
out
off
every
all
other
the time.
year. Yeah,
Yeah.
right.
You say it's starting. It could be the starter too. I mean,
Yeah.
it could be
Right,
you know,
all kinds
there's
of things.
Many
Yeah.
things that would. Yeah.
People don't realize how far they've come.
Oh, my gosh.
And,
Oh, yeah.
And so the exhaust is a great one because it wasn't until probably the late 80s that stainless steel exhaust systems became a thing. And before that, your muffler would rust and fall off.
Yep.
And that's why there were so many muffler shops. You don't have muffler shops anymore. I mean, they just don't.
Yeah.
How could you?
And so, like in our world at V8 Speed and Resto, we got these people that come in and they're driving a current vehicle, and they want that 1969 Camaro or whatever, but they're imprinted with the current experience.
Yeah.
And they're like, yeah. No, I want a 69 Camaro, because I've always wanted one, and now I can afford one, or whatever. And then they get behind the wheel and want to go, yeah, this thing sucks. It looks great.
Yes.
I hate the way this drives.
Yes.
Drives like a log wagon.
Manual steering, and it's
Yeah.
loud, and it leaks, and So fortunately, we have the ability and the opportunity to do a lot of that modern technology in the older cars. So you have that current reliable. Turn the key, it's going to start every time, and not puke its fluids everywhere, and something you can enjoy, and some power in it, and everything else.
That's awesome. Yeah.
That Mustang that your mom had, what was it? 105 horsepower or something? 115?
I think 110 with the 302 back then. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
And today you buy a baseline pickup truck and it's 330.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like,
Well,
what?
even like a V6 Camaro
Yeah.
is like
Oh, yeah.
over 330
Yeah.
horsepower.
And
It's
and
crazy.
a turbo 4-cylinder Mustang.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's 350. Yeah. So you're driving your Gen 6?
Gen 5.
Gen 5.
Get it right.
Yeah.
Because it's on my
License
plate.
You better
Yep.
get it right.
These days I am driving a 5th gen Toyota 4Runner.
Is that the cool one?
His is.
In my opinion, it's
Yes,
the cool one.
it's the one you want.
The brand new is the 6th gen, and it was very controversial because they went away from the tried and true 4.0 V6 and they went to a turbo 4-cylinder.
What a dumb decision.
Everybody's doing now.
Stupid.
Yeah.
Stupid.
And they had this, reliable transmission. So the 5th gen had been around, I think it was like 16 years
Yeah, a
or
long
17
time.
years, some crazy amount of time.
I mean, it's proven.
It is proven, yeah. And, hundreds of thousands of miles. And so a lot of people said, when they go to this Turbo 4, it's not going to last like the V6. When they go to this fancy, I don't know what it is, 8-speed
8 or 10,
transmission,
yeah.
it's not going to be as reliable. Now, we're
Turns
only
out.
a couple years in, so we don't know yet. But so far, I don't think there's really been any issues with it. So any real issues.
Toyota's not one to release things with
No.
issues in that
Yeah.
respect.
Yeah.
And that's
sure.
partly why the 5th gen lasted as long as it did, because they spent so many years developing the 6th gen. They weren't
Yeah.
putting that thing
They
out
need
until
their money back.
it was ready.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They understand.
So, yeah. But a friend of mine has been promoting Forerunners to me for as long as I can remember. 25 years. And I finally got to where I could get one and got the one that I wanted and all that. So I love it. But there's definitely times where I want to have a classic muscle car of some sort.
Corvette.
Either a Corvette, and you and I have talked recently, and I know my mother-in-law listens to this podcast, so I have to be careful here.
Anyway.
But her late husband had a 280Z, Datsun 280Z, and I've thought, if I'm going to put money into a classic car, why not take that thing and put it back into what it ought to be. And it's close anyway. It's a very good condition car, but it needs some. So I'm thinking about it. Kathy, if you're listening, I'm thinking.
You should do it.
Yeah.
You need to do it.
I think it would be fun.
What year is that one?
I actually forget if it's a 78 or 79. I forget.
Yeah,
but
so
Those are cool.
They are cool.
It's the first generation body style. So the 240 is the original OGZ, and then they had the 260 and the 280Z. And then I want to say 80 or 81, something like that, was the ZX, the new design body style.
Well,
so this is the 280Z.
And the X was also the longer one.
Yes.
With the rear seat.
And so I actually had a 280ZX and in college. That was my second car. So from the hand-me-down Buick, my brother and I bought a 280ZX and shared that in college. And that was so much fun and so cool for a college kid to have this sports car.
Super cool cars.
Those are great cars. My stepdad in '85 bought a first gen brand new 300ZX.
Oh wow! Yeah,
it was such a cool car. I loved it.
Spaceship.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
It was great.
Yeah.
At one point, those had maybe they all did, but I know that some of them had the digital tack that would go up.
Yes.
And
it had an instant fuel economy readout.
Yeah.
And he let me drive it once, and it was a 5-speed with the turbo 6.
Yeah.
And he was in it, and man, I hammered that thing. And he says, "You notice how the fuel economy is pretty bad now, Michael?" Yeah, I sure do, Bill, but it's great.
We've joked about this before, I think, on the podcast, but everyone our age, especially I think me and Chris, but I think all of us are big fans of Rocky IV, right? So that's like my favorite Rocky movie,
like Rocky
the
IV.
Russia East versus West. In that movie, Rocky's driving a Lamborghini. I forget what model. It's a lesser known model.
It's a Miura.
Is it a Miura?
Yeah.
Okay. And there's one of the most iconic scenes of that
he's
whole
also
movie
having
when
his
he's
crisis.
driving through the
He's
tunnel.
got I think he's got a Maserati in that too. There's
I
a
think,
bunch of cars.
There's a bunch of cool cars.
But his wife, Adrian, drives a 1985 300ZX.
Yeah.
And I love that car, but I kind of feel like, come on, Rocky, like you're
Give her the
driving
cool
a
car.
Lambo and your wife's driving
because
a Datsun.
in that era the Lambo didn't start all the
You're
time.
right.
Either,
Yeah, that 300ZX.
he got her a
was-
nice watch, though, in Rocky II.
true,
If you want a good time, you need a good watch.
That's right. I love that you know that.
Oh yeah. You don't want to know what he knows.
It's the Idaho gem that's bringing it out of me right now.
Idaho Gem is talking.
Yeah, it is.
There's another interesting little fun trivia question on that ZX from the 85. Was that the first year? 85?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, I think it was 85, 86, somewhere 85. First production car with functional ground effect wheels. What does that mean?
I was just going to say.
So the shape of the wheel was not just cosmetic. The openings in the wheel shape were pitched, and they were designed to extract air out from under the car.
Wow.
To suck the body down.
No.
That's cool.
So at higher speed, that's what a ground effect is. It creates a suction, like a Formula One race car, sticks to the ground.
Is that why I didn't wreck when I went 140 in that thing?
That is probably why.
Sorry, Bill.
The other thing that it did is it drew fresh air across the brakes to keep them cool. Right? So there was engineering in that thing that was ridiculous.
Wow.
Well, that's a good
That's
idea.
cool.
Yeah. Now a lot of cars do that, and it just kind of looks that way. It's,
Gotcha.
it's not like promoted anymore. I think IndyCar in the 80s also, we're really stuck in the 80s, but I think that was
great era.
That was the first time that the ground effects would produce more downforce than the weight of the vehicle. so you could drive it upside
man.
down at speed.
Wow.
Literally. So if you could get an Indy car up to, I don't know,
Oh, right.
160 or so, 170, and then somehow be on a track that
Like
inverted
driving on
it,
it.
it would stick like in a tunnel.
Oh, really?
And the evidence
for
was
sure.
86 Indy 500. Tom Sneva was racing, and I think he flipped and went upside down and flew. The car just wouldn't come down. It was upside down. Just yeah, it's crazy.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
man.
Yeah. And all that stuff is designed into Formula One cars and everything today, of course. But that's when it all kind of started. Yeah. So,
Well,
Holy cow.
I get it.
flipping cars and watches that look like snakes, and
What? Watches that look like snakes.
that's the Rocky IV reference.
Yeah.
Come on.
Oh.
Yep.
You want a good time. You need a good watch.
You need a good watch.
What our
The old Buckus.
listeners
Really?
really want to know about
Who was cuffing Link?
The turtles.
There you
Turtles,
go.
that's right.
Yeah, and Butkus is the German word of the day.
Yes.
Ooh.
And,
and
the V8
the
trivia.
V8
And the
trivia.
VA trivia
Yeah.
question.
We've
Come
got,
on.
we've
Come
got
on,
a
man.
lot to cover.
I know.
a lot.
Good thing you called down. Jared pulled the chute on this one.
We're only an hour and a half in. So.
Still keep going. Let's just keep going.
It's,
We can talk about 80s vehicles all day.
it's all the same price. So.
Okay, German word of the day. You must be talking about the Scheibenwischer.
Yeah, man.
The Scheibenwischer.
Yes, that.
It's not duly noted.
No.
It was not duly noted. Q-Ball said
would've been sweet.
lunchbox.
Lunchbox.
Jared said white wall. Kevin said Skywalker, and then halfway through the episode said he wanted to change it to duly noted.
I swear to God, if it's duly noted.
It's not. No way.
The Scheibenwischer is something you need in the rain on your vehicle. It's your windshield wiper. The Scheibenwischer.
Kelly knew
Of
that.
course, it makes so much sense.
Yeah.
Doesn't it?
My lovely wife just showed up, and she knew that like right away.
Hi, Kelly. Did
Hi,
you know it?
Kelly.
Oh, my gosh.
come on.
She knew it.
She got
so
it.
much smarter
You
than
didn't
me.
bring the ringer at the beginning of the episode like you
No.
should have.
Yeah, no shit. No kidding.
That's awesome. Okay. Okay. Then
Scheibenwischer.
my automotive trivia question was first. So I
Yeah.
asked
How about that?
how
Crazy.
old
Crazy, man. Crazy.
how old do you need to be in Germany to drive a car by yourself?
Yeah.
Q said 15. Jared said 17. Kevin said 21. You all danced right around it, but it is 18.
18.
In fact.
Okay.
Wah, wah, wah. Nicely done.
I don't have the fancy sound effects, but I can make them.
All right.
All right.
Jared.
All right, my trivia question was, which of the Mercury 7 astronauts declined the offer to lease a Chevrolet Corvette, and what did he choose instead? I don't remember who said what.
Kevin,
you got it down?
Yeah, Kevin said it was John Glenn with the 62 Impala.
Yep.
Q said it was
Wally Schirra.
Schirra in an Olds F85.
Yep. Which, by the way, became the Cutlass. So it's
Okay, gotcha. I, of course, knew plenty of astronauts from the
course.
62 era, and I said Scott Carpenter.
Yeah, you said
And
that.
I
Yeah.
said it would be a
Yeah.
Ford Galaxy.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a great guess.
Thank you.
It is. It makes sense. The actual answer is John Glenn.
Yeah.
Oh.
Congrats to Kevin on that part of the
Half,
answer.
half credit already.
Biscuit.
And the vehicle he chose to lease was, and I'm going to follow up on this, a station wagon.
But-
now, this was from General Motors, and I think specifically Chevrolet, and I looked for 2 days to try to find what was the actual vehicle. Was it a Nomad?
Was it a Brookwood, a
Was
Yeoman?
it a 2 Nova? I don't know. I couldn't find it.
But you know what it is?
No, I don't.
It's an Impala.
Okay, I was going to say, could be an Impala wagon.
Boom, bam, pow.
Because there was a lot of crossover at that
Yeah.
year of like these models came and went and started. So
It was an Impala wagon.
Impala wagon. Okay,
So-
Full credit for Kevin now.
I'll give it to him. He said Impala.
Pop the
My man,
champagne.
my
But station
man.
wagon was the main thing for his kids. he
Pull the
said.
cord for the
His
confetti.
kids and his wife.
There it
Yeah,
is.
that's
There
right.
it is.
And that started a trend, by the way.
Dun, dun,
Oh, yeah?
dun, dun,
So-
dun, dun, dun.
That whole thing, the astronauts could not receive gifts,
Yes.
and every company in the world wanted to give them everything, for publicity. They wanted to give them trips and stuff. And Chevrolet tried to give them cars, and they couldn't accept them. So there was a dealer in Florida that said,
Yep.
"Well, I'll tell you what, I'll lease it to you for $1."
Oh, so
Yep.
that's what that
And
was.
that started the
Yep.
whole thing. And then some of the astronauts' wives jumped on. They're like, Well, we need a car for the family and kids and
yeah,
stuff.
we
So
could
then a
use a
whole
car.
bunch of them got station wagons. But John Glenn was the
John
first
Glenn
one who
was
said,
the first practical one.
"No Corvette, I'll take the wagon."
What am I going to do with a Corvette? I have a whole family.
He's already John Glenn. I mean, it doesn't get much cooler.
Right.
I mean, facts.
I don't need a Corvette to be
I'm
cool.
an astronaut.
Like
I'm
you
a senator.
peasants.
Yeah, right. You
I was
heathens.
born cool. All right, here we go. So I asked you,
John
fellas.
Glenn.
Yeah, John Glenn.
Born cool.
Born cool. What model year of the Pontiac Fiero had the highest sales? And Chris said 1987 at a whopping
Yeah.
350,000. I mean, that's a
That's
great
a big,
number.
huge
It's a
number.
big
Yeah.
number.
A lot of
big number
Fiero.
from a big man.
Solid number
Fiero's
there.
super popular.
Jared said
They made it 5 years.
1986 with 88,000.
Yeah.
And Kevin says 1985 with 125,000.
Great question.
All you monkeys are wrong.
It's 87.
It is 1984,
No,
the
really?
debut year,
Really?
and you were closest with the number.
125?
It's 136,840.
11,000. I mean,
Wow, he was
I mean, I'm
almost
going to
within
give you the
10.
half credit just because
Yeah.
I don't want you crying later.
1/3 credit.
you're a
He was closest
whiny-
to the year
I
and
don't want you
closest to
whining
the
later.
total.
Come on, man, that was really close.
How do I do that?
Yardley put it on
I
the
would
board.
never
That's
do
it.
that.
That's it. All right. Okay. So, my question to y'all's.
Certificator.
Yeah, we presented this as the thing. What is a cervicator?
Right, of course.
And Chris said it was a
Service indicator on an 85 Honda Civic.
yes.
Solid answer.
It is solid. And Jared, you had a solid answer too.
He said a voice-activated service indicator.
Voice emulating. Like,
emulating.
That sounds
Sorry.
like a voice. Not
But like your
activated.
own voice, like it records you saying, "Hey, dummy, service your car."
No, back then there was
On-
two forms of those
Door
talking
is
cars.
ajar. Yeah,
yes,
that kind of
the
thing.
Chryslers
I
had
know.
that was actually an early digital recording. The Nissan had a record
Oh, wow.
in the glove box, and so it would automatically pick the track for the
Lights
words.
are on.
Yes, or door is a
Door
jar.
is ajar.
And so over time, that record wore out, and the voice became less. And you'd hear it clicking, trying to
It was
find that
Rocky.
thing.
Like the wall.
Yo, your door is open.
But in a Japanese woman. So we need to hear
For
that.
sure. For sure.
You gonna do that?
I will not.
not.
To the Japanese woman.
Just check it.
And it will be edited out if he does.
Oh my god!
All right, so what did you-
His
what did-
was on a '79 Celica.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Also, so, what did you say?
I said it was like a four-way indicator,
You said,
four-way flasher
flasher,
to note
to indicate that you're broken down.
You're broken down and you need service.
And that was a
Certificator.
1960 Chrysler 300.
Yes,
That's right. That's right.
that's wrong. That's
sure
wrong.
We're all correct. No?
Yes, in
Well-
some way, shape, or form.
The actual is it's the very first automotive computer.
What?
the
Yes.
certificator.
The cervicator. But you guys both got the function right. You were pretty close. So the first one that I've been aware of, and I'm trying to research it, was a 1965 Oldsmobile. And it was a little device that was tied to the odometer. And after a certain amount of miles, it would print out a card and spit it out. Saying,
Really?
You need an oil change.
Holy cow.
Oh wow!
Right? It was, so it's service
That's
indicator.
awesome. Yeah, yeah.
So it had,
You
it
guys-
had a printer and like a roll of.
Yeah, it would spit out these little cards. It would print out some kind of, I don't know if it was, I don't know the mechanism, if it was probably a ribbon, you know, like a typewriter.
Yeah.
You know, and just, zzz, and then here,
Wow.
there you go. So
And that was a what? A 65?
65 Oldsmobile. It was the first one I saw.
Crazy.
And there was actually one on eBay the other day.
Really?
You could buy one, yeah. Never seen it.
I mean, 65 is close to 60. So I mean, I'm gonna.
it's closer
take
than 85.
smartphones.
Closer than 80.
Thank you guys are
And 70
dumb,
77.
and I got it right.
So,
I will take half credit for my service indicator.
impressive round.
Yeah, that was
That was
impressive.
fun, yeah.
Yeah, pretty. and
Well done, fellas.
Close. So
The cervicator.
that's it, with an S.
With an, of course.
Thank God.
All right. Well, this was a lot of fun. I appreciate everybody tuning in and listening to this double whammy cross-pollinated episode of the V8 Radio / Stubborn German podcast. If you like this, smash both of the subscribe buttons.
Smash them.
Right.
Smash.
Go find us on Spotify, and then go find the other one on Spotify and smash or wherever you need to do that.
Listen to them both, and if you can spot the difference,
Yes.
you get.
You're going to win a Stubborn German
free beer.
podcast T-shirt.
Here it is.
That has yet to be designed.
That's when you lose.
You have homework to do tonight, there, Mr. Ron.
That's it.
Like it.
And for Mr. Jared Chasson, Mr. Mike Q-Ball Clarke, and Mr. Chris Ron, I'm Kevin Oster saying,
Prost.
and keep it under 100. And the shiny side up.
We are recording.
We are already?
Check, check.
Sound like
We don't know what we're doing.
monster truck or something.
Check, check. I'm a little noisy.
Check.
Are you noisy?
I am.
Found the on switch.
Is Chris turning it down
I
for the
am.
first time?
Yeah, that's a first.
There we go. I bet this one's not very noisy. Who's number 3?
Be Q-Ball.
That'd be him.
Can you hear anything?
I hear you fine.
Okay.
Great. Good for you.
I'm going to turn it down.
I'm turning me back up.
Good for you.
Ready when you are, pal.
Okay, waiting on me. All right. Thought we were still twisting knobs over there.
Kind of. All right. I'm just going to make that work.
It was one of the great advertising campaigns of WXRT radio in Chicago. Twist your knob.
Twist your knob.
To 93.
Right on over to.
Nice.
And smash that subscribe button.
Smash it.
Yeah, twist and smash. Come on now, baby. Twist and smash. There's a new tune for Far Out.
Exactly.
Yeah.